Well, hello there, all you strange and interesting creatures of the internet. Welcome back to the All Seasons on F1 2020. Yes. So if we look in the vehicle performance comparison chart, you can see that we are 4 from the bottom, but chasing Renault. And of course, Mercedes still out on top, and we've got some more parts to go on to the car. Yes. Fantastic. Okay, it's time to move on to the next Grand Prix now. It's time for Austria at Spielberg. Fantastic. Which is a bit of a coincidence because there's a race at Austria right now. Anyway, our practice has been completed. Some more lovely resource points. 956 for us. So out we go in our potato for our first qualifying run in the AlphaTauri car. Let's see what time we're going to put in as we're about to cross the line. Is it going to be a sub? No, it's not. Anyway, we cross the line and it's second place at the moment, just behind Maxi Boy Verstappen. Anyway, we accelerate forward to a little bit later to qualifying. You can see that we're in third place now at the moment. Both the Mercedes dynamic duo are right up there. Vettel currently has pole position. Hamilton in second place. We are slightly up on our delta time though, so can we oh god, there are a little bit of track limits there for Duxter, but can we split both of these Mercedes cars as we're about to cross the line? The answer to that is going to be a resounding no, we cannot. Still in third place at the moment. Anyway, a little bit later to qualify, you can see still up on the delta times, still got Vettel in pole position at the moment, Hamilton in second, but can we now split any of these Mercedes cars as we're about to cross the line? And the answer to this question is, oh bloody hell, yes we can. In fact, we got pole position. I cannot believe it, but yes, pole position for Duxter and Austria. Look at that, and that's the end of qualifying. Are we going to stay in pole though, or are we going to drop down as have a look what's about to cross the line? And the answer to that is going to be a resounding oh no, I don't believe it. Second place, we lost pole position right at the last moment there. Lewis Hamilton got it. The jammy little git. Pierre Gasly, our teammate, only got 13th position. Okay then, let's do this.
Good afternoon and welcome to Spielberg, and to a circuit that in one form or another has held every Austrian Grand Prix in the championship, except the very first back in 1964. It was at this race that John Watson lost a bet and his beard when he took Team Penske's only F1 victory in 1976. If anything, the stakes are even higher today, with 25 points available for victory and a crucial advantage in the championship fight. The Spielberg circuit then is situated 700 metres above sea level, with just 10 corners making up one of the shortest laps of the season. One time around here is a distance of 2.6 miles, with the best overtaking chances into turn 1 or the tight uphill turn 3. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and the captain completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Vettel, Sainz, Sergio Perez, and Verstappen, Norris, Stroll, Ricciardo, and Charles Leclerc, Albon, Bottas, Pierre Gasly, and Raikkonen, Ocon, Magnussen, Nick de Vries, and Daniel Kvyat, Russell, and Antonio Giovinazzi starts from the back of the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
So it's time once more for the 5 lights to go out on the All Seasons career mode. We say go, 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 and it's away we go. Second place, look at this already. He's going for Hamilton, and Hamilton's blocking him off as we go to turn 1. But what's he going to do? Is he going to dive down the inside? Yes, he does. Wowzers me trousers. Unbelievable scenes, but the Hookster gets past Lewis Hamilton and up into the lead of this race at Austria. Wowzers. I just can't believe it, but he's done it. Yes, up into the lead against Lewis Hamilton. Sebastian Vettel currently in third place, of course, in the sister Mercedes car. Sergio Perez in fourth at the moment, and Lando Norris is currently in 5th position in the McLaren car. Just look at the gap now we've got to Lewis Hamilton at the moment. We are starting to pull away. I can't believe I've said that. From the Mercedes. Yes, from the Mercedes in our potato. Our half a potato, but we have done it. We have started to pull away, well, slightly anyway. Yes, slightly. As we're about to complete the first lap of this beautiful Austrian Grand Prix. Just look at the mountains in the background. And also, it's very, very nice weather. You can see the sun is shining very much indeed. So it should be a good race towards the end. We're about to come round the final chicane now and complete the first lap of this Grand Prix. Now almost half a second up from Lewis Hamilton as we go into lap 2 of this Grand Prix. As we accelerate forward now. There it is then. This is now lap 2. And you can see Hamilton is still behind us. And he's got the gap up to about quarter of a second now, as we're now about to go up the hill of this circuit. This is going to be an opportunity that Hamilton's going to need to see if he can get past it before we get to the top of the hill. But for the moment, he hasn't quite got the pace, as you can see, and we are holding on as we accelerate forward to lap 3. Still first position for Hookster. Just looking back now at Lulu. There's little Lulu in his Mercedes. Look at that. Fantastic view there from the rear view of our car. Back to Lewis Hamilton. Vettel still in third place at the moment as we accelerate forward to lap 5. Look at this, we're climbing the hill, and this time Hamilton's had enough and he's going for a move down the inside, but I think we're going to hang him out to dry and go around the outside. Oh, and look at that, Lulu jumped up on the curb there as well, and we managed to get the place back. Well, we didn't actually lose it, but we managed to hold on to it now as we accelerate forward now to lap 6. Yes, lap 6 of the Grand Prix. We are still in first place. Hamilton's still harrying us behind though. Harrying us behind he is. Look at this, all over the back of our gearbox, and this time he's going for another move. And this time he's going around the outside of us as we're going to go to turn 1, but I think we're going to have this tighter inside line. And yes, indeedy, Mr. McGreedy, going very, very wide next to now. That's given Hamilton the opportunity to sneak down the inside, and we've got Vettel trying to have still a sneak down the outside, as you can see. Wow, this is absolutely incredible scenes as we're going into this turn now. Vettel is trying to get past us, but no, we break very, very late the apex of that corner and manage to hold on to this first position on lap 7 now as we accelerate forward now, still on lap 7, still in the lead at the moment. Vettel has now got past Hamilton, and Vettel's now going for a move down the inside of us, as you can see, in the Mercedes car. He gets past. It's now time for our pit stop strategy to come in, but look at this, we've got to see if we can get past Vettel in turn 1, and can we tuck it in? Yes, we can. In fact, a beautiful move there from Hookster, and he holds on to this first place, but for how much longer against these very, very powerful Mercedes cars, which are right up his Jack Jones as we climb up the hill once more. Okay, so look at this, very, very tight indeed. Anyway, we accelerate forward out to lap 8. It's time for us to make our pit stop, so we pit from the lead of this Grand Prix at the moment. The Hookster is in, Hamilton still in second place, Vettel in third, but of course they're now going to go past. In fact, lots of cars have gone past. Look at this, a huge train of cars have gone past Hookster as we come in now. The lads change us from the soft tyre onto the harder tyre, the yellow slowball tyre for the rest of this stint. Thank you, lads. Very good pit stop. 3 seconds, that's not too bad. Well done, lads. But anyway, we rejoin the field. Oh my goodness, we're in last place, lads. We're in last. I don't know how that's happened, but we are in last position anyway. We accelerate forward to lap 9. Well, obviously none of the other cars have... Oh, God, look at this. The Hookster cocks it up completely. He takes out the DRS side as well. He almost binned it, but he goes past the pits, and cars have mercifully come in for their pit stops now. So he gains some positions, but we're only up into 12th place. I'm hoping a lot of these cars have already got to still come in for their pit stops. Well, we have. Giovinazzi's got to come in, and as you accelerate forward on lap 10, you can see Magnussen's now coming in for his pit stop. So finally, we should get back into the World Championship points. I hope so anyway, as Magnussen's just off to the right-hand side there. So past we go in, yes. Oh, it's going like crazy now. Look at this, up into second position. And in the lead at the moment now is Antonio Giovinazzi, yes. But if you also look on the screen, you can see he's on the soft tyre, so he's got to come in for his pit stop as we accelerate forward on lap 11. And yes, Giovinazzi comes in for his stop, which means now we go back into the lead of this Grand Prix. We're in a second because Giovinazzi's overtaken us in the pits, but now we go into the lead of this Grand Prix once again that we had pretty much from the start. And can we hold on to it? Now we go to lap 12 of the Grand Prix. You can see Lando Norris in third place. Hamilton is now the car behind us in second position. Daniel Ricciardo in fourth place. But is he going to get past us, or can we hold him off until the end of this Grand Prix? Well, we're just about to find out, everyone. just about to find out as we go into turn 1. He's looking very, very aggressive, trying to go around the outside of us at the moment, but we managed to hold him off. But now, of course, we've got to go up the hill, and this is going to be an opportunity. But as I say that, look at that. Lewis Hamilton, just look in the rearview mirrors there. Lewis Hamilton has actually dropped back, so he's got no chance of catching us at the moment as we climb to the hill and take the right-hand turn. Anyway, we're over on lap 15, and look at this now. Hamilton under the DRS has got past us, but look, we sneaked down the inside of the turn 1 and managed to get the place back once again. This is going to be pretty easy, I think, to hold off Hamilton until the end of this Grand Prix, I should think. And he's dropped back hugely. Yeah, look at that. I think he's even getting close to being overtaken by Lando Norris. In fact, Daniel Ricciardo's now in the mix as well in the Renault. Wowzers me trousers. As we accelerate forward out to the last lap of the race. And yes, it looks like the Hookster is going to win at Austria in our AlphaTauri Potato. Yes, look at this. Half a second behind now is Lewis Hamilton. Daniel Ricciardo is currently in 3rd place. Lando Norris in 4th. Sergio Perez is in 5th place, and of course that Racing Point car which turned into an Aston Martin, of course, yes, in 2021. Look at this though, look, wowzers, I can't believe it, but Hamilton's going for a last ditch attempt to try and get past us, but he didn't manage to pull that off, and we are about to come round the final corners now and complete the Grand Prix. But more importantly than that, we're going to complete the Grand Prix in 1st position. Yes, there comes the checkered flag, and we cross the line and we win it. Fantastic. Woo. Well done, Hookster. Well done indeed. So we win at Austria in our half a potato. Driver of the day goes to Daniel Ricciardo. Well done. Well done. If only you could do it in 2022. Anyway, there's a very, very bald man. A very, very bald man indeed. Yes, congratulating the rest of all these other bald men in the team. Well done at AlphaTauri. They're getting on a bit at AlphaTauri. They need to, get some new blood in, I think. New blood. Anyway, there he is, everyone. There's the Hookster. Look at him. So sprightly. And there are the AlphaTauri. There's Arava. And there's... Move on now. Move on. Very, very quickly. Very, very quickly. So up onto the top step of the podium. There's the Hookster. Look at him. So sprightly. So sprightly. Just 39 years old. 39 years old. And still winning races in potatoes. I can't believe it. In 2022, he's still winning races in potatoes. What a guy. What a guy. Fantastic. So let's have a look at the points then after this round. Hookster won the race. Unfortunately, our teammate Pierre Gasly only finished in 13th position. So in the championship standings now, we can see we have skyrocketed up into 4th place with 112 points. Look at this. Lewis Hamilton out in the lead at the moment over Sebastian Vettel by 14 points with 177. In the constructors, we're in 5th place. Wowzers. Okay, so now... I forgot about this. Now it's time to change teams. Yes, it's time to change teams. Now, look at this. We usually go up 2. Now, just before we did this the last time, of course, McLaren weren't where they are now. And as I said the last time, don't be worried if your favourite team isn't going to get included, because, of course, these teams change all the time. And look at this. We now have McLaren 2 teams up from us. So what are we going to do, lads? What are we going to do? Well, of course, we're going to go to Williams, aren't we? No. We're going to go to McLaren. Let's have a look. Now, I don't want to cock this up. So I'm going to go for low risk because I don't want them to say no. Otherwise, we could be in real trouble here. So, yeah, I'm going to go for the 7.4 million, please. 7.4 million. Can we have that one? I think that'll be the thing that we should do. So, there we go. Sending demands. And... yes, we got it. We are now driving for McLaren for the second half of Season 2 of the All Seasons on F1 2020. What a mouthful that is. Have I got any money for my perk fund? I need supermodels. Oh, God, there's not enough cash. I can't even get any supermodels. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I have to wait until I change teams again, though, won't I? Anyway, so here we are. Here's the gorgeous Papaya McLaren, which is going to be our steed of choice for the remaining rounds of this season on Season 2. And as you can see in the comparison chart, in performance terms, it is right in the middle. So we should be pretty decent for some more wins, hopefully, before the end of the season. And you can see that the development path that the McLaren guys have taken is pretty much following on from mine. Anyway, I've got to put some more updates to the car on, and I have actually realised that you don't actually change the McLaren team until you actually go to the race weekend. So that was still all our mechanics and team stuff from AlphaTauri. So here we are. We're now on the McLaren, and so this is the development path they followed, which has been pretty similar to the one we followed at AlphaTauri, to be fair. Yes, because I just select the recommended bits to bolt on anyway. So there you go. And as you can see from the engines, McLaren have pretty much concentrated just on the first engine, and they've pretty much worn that out, unfortunately, but we've still got 2 fresh engines, which is good. And oh no, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Look at this. We've been done in once again with the gearbox. Our event gearbox is 68% worn. It's done 10 races. I can't understand why they do 10 races and don't change it, which means we've now got to put a new gearbox on the car. Our second gearbox has exploded because it's gone red. So now we've got no choice, because that gearbox is going to start losing gears very, very soon. So we're going to have to put a new gearbox into the car, and we get a 5-place grid penalty. We've been stuffed again. I don't believe it. This is what happened last time. I'm sure it is. Yes, a couple of seasons ago. So there you go. Get a penalty warning, but there's nothing we can do. So a new gearbox for us and a 5-place grid penalty. Anyway, there you go then. More resource points practice has been completed. Thank you, lads. Thank you indeed. Look at that. 1,072 points. So here we are, it's Silverstone, the home of the British Grand Prix, and what a place to get a gearbox penalty at our home circuit at Silverstone. That's just not fair. Anyway, let's see what we can do. It's about to cross the line. We're still going to do qualifying, of course, because we don't end up completely last, but we may end up last anyway because of the gearbox penalty. But anyway, third place at the moment for the extras. We accelerate forward out a little bit later qualifying. You can see we've dropped out of 14th place at the moment in our new McLaren car. Of course, we're still trying to get to grips with the actual car at the moment, so I don't think we're going to, but we are up on the deltas. Oh bloody hell, look at this, that was fantastic. 4th position just behind our own teammate Lando Norris. That was great news, absolutely great news. It looks to there. Don't think, of course, he's going to have a penalty. Anyway, we accelerate forward now to that's the end of qualifying, and we're still in 4th place. Are we going to stay there, or are we going to drop down? Let's have a look then. Come on, don't drop down. We've got that penalty, don't forget. And oh god, so it's 8th position and 5 places less than that because we've got a gearbox penalty. Unbelievable. So there you go then. 3rd for Lando Norris, our teammate. Lando! 1st for Lulu, 2nd for Sebastian Vettel, 8th for the Hookster at the moment, but of course he's got that penalty.
We return once again then to the home of British motorsport and the birthplace of the Formula One World Championship. It's race day here at Silverstone, and it's time for the British Grand Prix. With good opportunities to overtake at the end of the Wellington and Hangar Straights, there's a lot of potential for close action around the 3.6 miles of the Silverstone circuit. With 18 corners and average lap speeds of around 145 miles per hour, it's also one of the longest and quickest circuits on the calendar. Anthony Davidson joins me again for the race today. Let's talk about the captain. That was a great win in the last race. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
There are never any guarantees in this business, but certainly the performance last time out would have boosted their confidence coming into this one.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and starting alongside him P2 is Sebastian Vettel. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Norris, Ricciardo, Valtteri Bottas and Perez, Leclerc, Verstappen, Albon and Lance Stroll, Gasly, Ocon. The captain, they'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. And Raikkonen, Russell, Sainz, Daniel Kvyat and Nick de Vries. Giovinazzi and Kevin Magnussen fills the last spot on the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
So it's time once again for the 5 lights to go out on the all seasons career mode, and we say go, 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 and it's away he goes from 13th place. Unlucky for Hookster with a penalty, but anyway, we're going to go into the first turn. Look at this, we've got Stroll off the left hand side, and we're going to dive it in. Yes, Albon as well in the Red Bull. We're going to get past Albon. Yes, we do. A little bit of contact there. What about Charles Leclerc? And we dive down on both the Ferrari cars, and we almost get past both of them. Not quite, but now we do get past. Oh no, the Ferrari's still there off to the inside line, and we got a little bit of a tussle there with the other Ferrari. We got Verstappen now in front of us. We're in the middle of a Ferrari sandwich. consisting of Verstappen and Leclerc. Ferrari has possibly got the strongest driver lineup at the moment in this 2020 season. Yes, I would say so anyway, apart from, of course, the two Mercedes guys. But anyway, we continue on. 8th position, we have jumped from 13th place on the grid due to our penalty, of course. And we are doing pretty decent in the first run out in our beautiful Papaya McLaren. Yes, Luxton has reported back that the McLaren feels a little bit faster, but it is a little bit more of a handful than the AlphaTauri in regards to handling. So he's got to be really careful as we now go through Maggott, through Beckett. Fantastic, chasing Maxi Boy Verstappen. We're now going to go down the Hangar Straight. This could be an opportunity that looks to me to try and cut us the back. Verstappen, well, we're about to find out. Of course, no DRS at the moment, but look at this. He's got some real pace in his car. He's absolutely clawing it back. The gap between him and Verstappen going a little bit wide on the end of the exit. But anyway, we're about to complete lap 1, and Hoekster is still chasing Maxi Boy Verstappen in the Ferrari car as we almost complete the end of the lap at Silverstone. The crowds are cheering like crazy. Yes, the home crowds. The Super Bowls are out in force for Hoekster, of course, because it's his home circuit as we accelerate forward to lap 3. Hoekster still holding on to 8th position. Verstappen still ahead in 7th place, almost a second he has got the gap up to now. Charles Leclerc has dropped back a little bit behind us. He's now 1.8 seconds behind in, of course, the Ferrari car, but we continue to see if we can catch up to the back of Maxi Boy Verstappen as we accelerate forward out to lap 6. Yes, we've got some green flags down the circuit. What's going on? Any yellows? We've got cautions. What is going on? Not quite sure. Still got green flags. Oh no, Lewis Hamilton's out of the session. Oh, we almost glide straight to the back of, well, I think that was a Ferrari car. I'm not quite sure, but what on earth happened there? Anyway, Lewis Hamilton is out of the session and two cars look like they were completely parked up in the middle of the track. I don't know what happened there. Anyway, we will go to a replay at the end of the race and see exactly what happened. But anyway, we've got up into 5th position now because a couple of the cars, I think, have dropped out. Lewis Hamilton's gone anyway, but I don't know what those two cars were sitting on the inside of the circuit. Anyway, we're excited for lap 6, so it's time for us to make our one and only pit stop in this race. Of course, it's very, very slow and torturous at Silverstone. Yes, they have a very, very slow speed limit coming to the pits. I think they need to increase this, surely. Because I just don't see why it's that necessary anymore to be driving that slow. Anyway, we now change on to the harder tyre, the yellow sidewall, for the rest of our stint. Where are we going to join up? Well, it's a 2.9 second stop, pretty decent for the lads, and we're gonna rejoin in 18th place, lads. Yes, 18th position, but it's okay because I don't think any of the other cars have actually stopped. I don't think they have, no, apart from maybe one or two. But anyway, you can see there that Lewis Hamilton has DNF. Yes, he hasn't finished the race. He's been pop up over the hill and rejoined the track in 18th position on lap 7 of this Grand Prix at Silverstone. As we accelerate forward now, still on lap 7, we are still chasing the car in front. We've got cars coming in. We've got Nick My5 is in, and so is Kevin Magnussen. So we go past the pits. We should make up some positions now. Hopefully, yes we do. Up into 15th, 14th place now. We are still outside the World Championship points though. This is not looking good. Are we going to get any points in our first run out in a McLaren car? Well, we'll find out a little bit later in the Grand Prix. We accelerate forward out to lap 8, going past the pits once again, and we've got more cars coming in. Of course, it's a very, very long pit stop due to the speed of the pit entrance, and that gives us an opportunity to get past. So here we go then. Now we're going to get back into the points, hopefully. Yes, 10th position, 10th place, and the 9th position, 9th place now for Gibster. So whatever happens, we are going to score a couple of World Championship points in our first run out in the McLaren car. Fantastic. As we accelerate forward now to lap 9. Lap 9, still in 9th position, going past the pits again. We've got a couple more cars have come in, but I think they're almost out of the pits. In fact, apart from the Ferrari, I think that's Charles Leclerc. I think we're going to get the run on Charles Leclerc. Oh, no, I don't think we have. Have we? Yes, we have. We got past Charles Leclerc, and we're in 8th position at the moment on lap 10. As we accelerate forward now, still on lap 10, you can see we're still in 8th place at the moment, and we've got another car in, a very, very late pit stop, very late indeed on those soft tyres for Daniel Kvyat, but he comes in for his pit stop, and in fact we've got two cars, Vikings in as well, so oh my goodness, 3 cars have come in, so we've actually gone up into 5th position. That's absolutely incredible. From a 13th place grid start, due to a penalty, we have managed to crawl up into 5th place in our first run out in the McLaren, so I'm very, very happy with that. As we accelerate forward at lap 13, it's the last lap of the race, lads. We are still in 5th place, which means we're going to get some really decent points for our first run out in this McLaren car. Sebastian Vettel's going to get 3rd place, and I don't know who's going to win the Landon? My teammates won the race. My teammates won the chuffing. I get driver of the day. I get driver of the day. I get driver of the day. My teammates won the chuff.
Brilliant stuff from McLaren today. What a superb.
Oh, for fuck's sake. For fuck's...
Anthony Davidson, a resounding victory.
There he is, everyone. Yes, there's Lando. Lando won the race. Well done, Lando. Oh, God. Oh, God. So there you go then, everyone. There is the Ferrari driver. Which one is it, though? Can you guess? Can you guess? Which one is it? No idea. So onto the podium we go. There is Lando Norris in the McLaren car, who won the race in a McLaren car. Champagne goes over everyone. Yes, the champagne. There it goes. There it goes. Well done. Well done, everyone. Well done indeed. So let's go to a replay and see exactly what happened between those cars earlier in the race. So here is Lewis Hamilton. You can see his engine has exploded. So he is out of the Grand Prix. The Mercedes engine has said, nope, that's it from me. And just looking back now, we're going to see what happened behind Lulu. He's pulling off the circuit now, as you can see, and everything's going okay. And oh, look at this. Look, the cars are slowing down. That's unbelievable. Let's have a look at the Ferrari now. So, look, the Ferrari gets stuck behind the AlphaTauri, and they're just like, I don't know, they're waiting for McDonald's drive-through, I think. I'm not quite sure. Oh, well, he gets whacked up the Jack Jones by another car just for good measure. So here's the AlphaTauri. We got Lewis Hamilton off to the right-hand side, parked out, as you can see, with the smoke. And he just stops, yes. He's waiting for his order of fries, I'm sure he is. That's absolutely bizarre. And the Ferrari stopped as well in the middle of the circuit. That's just unbelievable. Unbelievable scenes there. I don't know what was happening, but there you go. So, Lando Norris won the race. We finished in 5th, very respectable 5th place. In the championship now, we have stayed in 4th position with 122 points. Lando Norris is catching us up fast though, now with 111. And Sebastian Vettel has now re-overtaken the lead by 1 point over Lewis Hamilton. Wowzers me trousers. Well, thanks so much for watching, everyone. You have been awesome, as always. And as always, yes, of course, there will, of course, be more later.